Good morning, everyone. Here's another story. It's a science story. Now, the previous one I did about the psychiatrist, Dr. Lee, wanting to have Trump evaluated for obvious reasons, came out of the science section as well. So I want to let everyone know that the link is here. I'm reading this offline because of the ads. They have tons of ads that are very annoying, but I get it. They have to pay their bills. So this one I saw, and I first thought of the Radical Home Goddess. I like her channel. She talks about the dead ocean in the context of white supremacy and how white supremacy and domination on the planet has destroyed so many aspects of nature and the environment. And specifically, she talks about Fukushima, but as we know, there are other entities that contribute to the detriment of the environment and how we're on a slow slope to just absolute destruction of nature. And as much as I hate it, I would like to bring more information about this type of topic. So anyway, the title is "Oxygen is Disappearing from the World's Oceans," which is something that was predicted right after Fukushima happened. They were predicting that this type of thing would happen, and it's occurring at a much faster rate apparently. So this was published January 5th, 2018, and it starts: the ocean is running out of oxygen at a rapid speed, and the depletion could choke to death much of the marine life these waters support. A sweeping review published Thursday in Science, and Science is a well-respected magazine, well-respected journal. Science and Nature as well are well-respected scientific, peer-reviewed magazines, journals that scientists like myself subscribe to and read consistently. So I would suggest going to Science, going to Nature, going to any of the environmental journals as well to see more information. But they say a sweeping review article published Thursday in Science documented the causes, consequences, and solutions to what is technically called deoxygenation. They discovered a 4 to 10-fold increase in areas of the ocean with little to no oxygen, which researchers say is alarming because half of Earth's oxygen originates from the ocean. So this is a devastating find that they have based on critical data analysis, not just hearsay and speculation. Oxygen is crucial for marine life in the oceans. Without oxygen in the oceans, marine life will die off or relocate. Animal life in the oceans needs oxygen to breathe. Lisa Levin, study co-author and biological oceanographer at Scripps Institution, of Oceanography at the University of California, San Diego. She told Newsweek, "If we want a healthy ocean, we need an ocean with oxygen in it." The team of scientists is from the United Nations Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission's working group, created in 2016 and called the Global Ocean Oxygen Network. They noted that the amount of water in the open ocean without oxygen has quadrupled in 50 years. It is more than twice as bad for coastal waters such as estuaries and seas. In those sites, low oxygen areas have increased tenfold since 1950. This paper is the first to look at both ocean and coastal waters, which are often studied separately. Deoxygenation directly results in the devastation for people's livelihoods. Fish kills in a single town in the Philippines cost over $10 million, according to the researchers. Coral reefs are valued at $172 billion per year, according to the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History. Already stressed and bleached corals, caused by increased sea surface temperatures, can be harmed by a lack of oxygen too. So what that means is the coral reefs are bleached because the sea surface temperature increases and the sun is able to penetrate the waters, and you have areas where there's less oxygen, there's more salt, and as we know, salt is a conductor. So salt is able not only to conduct electricity more efficiently than regular fresh water, but salt also is able to conduct a thermogenic reaction, which means you have increased temperatures in very small areas. They also went on to say there are a whole bunch of livelihoods that depend on a healthy ocean that doesn't smell and have a lot of dead stuff in it, Levin said. When the oxygen gets very low in oxygen, animals leave if they can, Levin added. Those species will relocate, get eaten, or starve to death, and those that can't leave just die, which then causes more animals to leave because there are dead animals there and they want to leave. Because dead animals in the water that's already deoxygenated slows down the decay process. So it increases the carbon output in the water and the urea output in the water, which is not good as well because you have changes in the pH of the water. pH can go down, or excuse me, pH will go up and become more alkaline, which then affects the livelihood of animals that are still living there. The change is connected with warmer ocean temperatures. Warmer water holds less oxygen, Levin explained. Also, increased surface temperatures make it more difficult for oxygen to reach relatively deeper parts of the ocean. The majority of oxygen loss is occurring at 300 to 2,200 feet deep. For reference, some parts of the ocean are 7 miles deep. Oxygen is typically replenished when surface water mixes with the deeper water, but when the waters are hotter, there is less vertical mixing. A second source of deoxygenation also plagues the coastal waters. Although this problem has nothing to do with warmer waters caused by human-induced climate change, humans aren't off the hook. Excess nutrients from agriculture and sewage cause excess algae growth. The decay process of algae uses up the oxygen in a process called eutrophication, Levin said. The decline in ocean oxygen ranks among the most serious effects of human activities on the Earth's environment, Denise Brightberg, lead author and marine ecologist with the Smithsonian Environmental Research Center, said in a statement. They have her statement there. A lot of links in the article, so please feel free to read those. But, Brightberg said, people can solve the problem. Halting climate change requires a global effort, but even local actions can help with nutrient-driven oxygen decline. The authors offered a three-pronged approach to solve the problem: tackling nutrient pollution and climate change, protecting marine life from further stress, and improve low oxygen tracking on a global scale. The last statement she made is tackling climate change may seem more daunting, but doing it is critical for stemming the decline of oxygen in our oceans and for nearly every aspect of life on our planet. And that was the last thing. And I think they have an article as well in Newsweek about this. There was a link at the top. I wanted to see. Yeah, here it is. So here's the review from Science. I'm going to Science magazine. And these studies are peer reviewed, so it's not like, it's just, like I said, it's not hearsay, it's not speculation. Denise Brightberg is the first author. Lisa Levin is the second author, and then you have all the other authors listed here. And you can see all the authors here. It's a very large group, and you can see their affiliations based on the numbers next to their names. Let's see. There are 23 different institutions involved in this analysis from all around the world. A lot of different states, a lot of different countries are involved in this. So the title of this, excuse me, Declining Oxygen in the Global Ocean and Coastal Waters. And then their subtitle here is Beneath the Waves, Oxygen Disappears. And this is their abstract they have. And here's their structured abstract with background. They have advances that they've made on this problem, and they give their outlook. So this is a very good article, very detailed. They have a lot of downloadable images that show changes in the low and declining oxygen. So I think this is important to look at and maybe important for people to have discussions about. But yeah, I will end it here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Don't forget to click the notification bell at the end. Thanks.